What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be weighing the options of whether or not GTA 6 is going to get delayed or not. I know it sucks, but honestly, it is possible. I'm not going to say it's likely because, there's so many different, aspects that could affect it, but it definitely is, possible, It's obviously a very sensitive topic to some people, and I don't want to offend anyone or get anyone upset, but a 2027 release isn't impossible. So there is a lot of evidence for it, like Strauss Zelnick, he did say November 19th, everyone's gonna be calling out of work, which he was joking a little bit, but obviously that means he thinks the game's still on track. In my previous videos, I said that was like a surefire thing that the game isn't getting delayed, but now that I think about it more, he is a CEO, and sometimes CEOs do just kind of talk out of their ass. No offense, Strauss Zelnick, so he's gonna say it makes the stock go up, so he's not like he's gonna spill the beans, He's not saying anything by accident, it's all very intentional. So if there was a delay, he would say the same shit, I think. PlayStation, though. PlayStation has been marketing the game, which that's an even stronger sign that a delay isn't happening. Because in the past, they've been very, strict. Like they don't play around when it comes to that. GTA 6 was on their investors' call. They're sending those emails out. So it seems that PlayStation, who have an exclusive deal at Rockstar for marketing, think the game's on track. Which is a good sign that even if there is a delay, it's not going to be too bad. Like, the game's on track to come out generally. It's not impossible for them to put the game out, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they don't already have a delay planned. I think Rockstar is either in two modes. I think either they're sure they're not doing a delay, or they're unsure where they're at. I don't think they're sure they're going to do a delay yet. Just because some piece of evidence we're going to talk about later goes to show that Rockstar's not in the best shape, but they're not on fire, It's also the closest we've ever been to the game coming out. I mean, we're less than 200 days. Unless you're fucking Cyberpunk, games mostly don't get delayed that close. Again, unless you're Cyberpunk, it's something goes really, really wrong, which I pray to God doesn't happen with GTA 6, and I trust Rockstar that something like that probably won't happen, but who knows, dude. Also, here's the biggest one that I think, if we don't talk about the evidence for a delay, it would be kind of, what is going on my hair? Would be kind of a smoking gun. Take-Two said the marketing's starting soon. And they really wouldn't say that if they were in a gray area between, delay or no delay, because the marketing has to coincide with the game's release, and if they don't know when the fuck the game's gonna release, they can't start a large-scale marketing campaign. Not to say they wouldn't market the game at all, but to launch a real marketing campaign like Strauss Zelnick and Take-Two said they're doing in the summer, again, the word of a CEO you can't trust, but if the whole company's saying it, I would assume they generally have a confident idea of when the game's coming out. But who knows, they could have a confident idea and they could be wrong, Confidence does not always equal success, especially with large-scale projects like this. Now, here's one of the bad pieces of information. So, I gotta explain this a little bit. So, there's a website called Glassdoor. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is. It's kind of like an employer review. Like, let's say I worked at McDonald's and I had a boss who was like a bitch. He was mean. Instead of going to my boss being like, hey, you're a bitch, you suck, and getting fired, I would go on Glassdoor and leave an anonymous review to say, hey, boss, stop being a bitch. That's just it in layman's terms. Obviously, they wouldn't say shit like that. But Rockstar has a large studio in India, and they did something one of their employees did something similar here. So they made a post. And in that post, they talked about a lot of stuff. It's just to preface that, sadly, the working conditions in India, they're not really that good. Especially for a gaming studio, they don't have the same workers' rights here. So sadly, Rockstar is doing what in our country or even in the West would be considered almost abusive. But sadly, it is just the standard in India. And if you say that that's morally wrong or right, that's a whole argument I'm not going to get into. But Rockstar does do stuff that's kind of questionable. So here's what he wrote. He said, the pros, free food is nice, there is growth, and you get to work on the most anticipated entertainment project in the world, obviously GTA 6. Now the cons is where I'm really getting worried and my ass clenches just a little bit. He said you're expected to work overtime without pay, which, like I said, it sucks. That is somewhat normal in India. I'm not gonna say it's super normal, but it's not as crazy as it sounds if they said that over here. They work schedules that have been hectic. Again, I guess that's kind of normal when they crunch for a game coming up, but here's the real bad ones. Colleagues had to work till 3 a.m. in the morning. I don't know why he said 3 a.m. in the morning. I feel like that was kind of I feel like that's kind of implied when you say a.m. But and they're expected to complete tasks that take 5 to 6 months and 2 to 3 months. And if you complain to the head of the department, it's useless. So it basically seems like Rockstar India is in super fucking crunch mode, just running around like how I said before. Rockstar probably isn't on fire. It seems Rockstar India might be just a little bit on fire, which it could mean two things. Just to be fair, it could mean either Rockstar is fucked and there's no way they're gonna get the game out in time, or they're just hurrying their ass up and saying, fuck it, we're gonna crunch to get the game out in time, It could mean two things. But in the past, Rockstar has said they don't want to do heavy crunch times for their games. And that's actually why most people believe GTA 6 got delayed the first time. so they wouldn't have to really crunch up like this, but it seems like they ended up doing that anyway. They're working like dogs over there at Rockstar, especially in Rockstar India, to get GTA 6 out, which, let's just say thank you to the Indian workers and all the workers at Rockstar for working their ass off to make sure the game comes out on time, you know? Like, kudos to them. Really kudos to them. Without them, GTA 6 wouldn't happen. And here's the other piece of evidence that people are saying is why GTA 6 is gonna get delayed. I kind of gotta put on my tinfoil hat here because this is like a semi-conspiracy theory. So there's this leaker in the community named Jason Schreier, right? He's like a big time like insider. I wouldn't even say he's a leaker. He's an insider. He knows all the people. He gets little like all like the, besides for like the big 2022 leaks, all the little leaks of information have come from him. And previously he kind of got like, I don't want to say kicked out, but they kind of told him to like fuck off. So he hasn't been posting it recently. But he still writes articles about the stuff we already know. Like he does like what I do in videos and articles still without using his insider information, supposedly. But here's where the conspiracy comes in. So obviously you guys know every time we get a delay from Rockstar on Twitter, they say, "Hey everyone." Bad sign. Fucking people make memes about it. It's a nightmare. But Jason Schreier in his most recent post started with the words, "Hey everyone." So people are saying that he's trying to slyly and sneakily tell us that GTA 6 is getting delayed. And this is him doing it like undercover because he doesn't want to get exposed again, which maybe, but it sounds kind of ridiculous, you know? Like that he would risk his career to say something like that undercover when obviously everyone knows what that means. So I'm not gonna say it doesn't count as any evidence, but I wouldn't take that too seriously. So when it comes to like, there's so much evidence for both sides that, and honestly the way it's looking, even if you do work at Rockstar, you don't know. But like, I would say probably not. We're probably not getting a delay. We're probably safe. And like I said, every day we get closer to GTA 6, the days until the GTA 6 timer, I have it on my stream somewhere up here. I'm not gonna put it up now, but it gets lower and lower every day. The less of a chance we're getting this shit delayed, and the higher chance that they're just gonna say fuck it and bring it out. And honestly, I think if we do get a delay, 5 to 8 weeks, just like Cyberpunk did. Like I don't think they're that far from releasing the game. Maybe if they want to take some extra time so Rockstar India doesn't fucking work their brains off, they can. I think that might be possible. But like a full scale 2027 summer 2027 delay, nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, like Take-Two's marketing campaign starting, I think that's the biggest piece of evidence. Shutdown can say whatever, but the fact that they're really starting marketing means I think they're very confident in the release date. The stuff about the Rockstar India, it does suck, but honestly, that does just happen sometimes with game development. That's not that like crazy. That's not out of the question. So honestly, a delay, it's not likely. It's not likely. Is it possible? Yes. But is it probable? No, not at all. But then again, crazy shit happens in gaming all the time. Who knows? I could wake up tomorrow, shit could be delayed to 2028. Like, we're trying to like deduce this with 5% of the total information out there. So any guesses we make, they're never gonna be 100%. Like I said, crazy shit could happen and throw it all off. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited that the game is probably gonna come out on its release date. I mean, I've been waiting for this shit since I was 5 years old. I'm hyped, dude. I'm hyped. Yeah, chat, so that's it. If you guys are as excited for GTA 6 as I am, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna be doing all the videos on all the news, leaks, and rumors. We're supposedly getting a trailer in 2 days. I'm gonna be there. 5 videos, all shit quality first day. Make sure to like and subscribe, chat. But that's all I got for y'all today, chat. GTA 6 is probably not gonna delay. Peace.